So when I do this with a beginner dog, I'm going to use a long line and I'm going to put a lot of teasing into the dog. So here I'm going to say down, good, good. Now, again, I can add a stay or a wait, or I can just say down, good. And now I drop the long line and I walk away from the dog. I come back to the dog and I praise him. Good, down, or stay, or wait, whatever your word is, you're going to now insert the bridge of good. Now, in the advanced aspect of this video, which you can see on my member section, there's a lot more covered on distractions and getting out of sight and building duration. Where in this video, I just want to introduce you to the basics of how to get your dog to stay when you're not in clear sight. So the first and most important aspect is to get them on a raised platform again. It can be one of these climbs, it can be a corunda bed, it can be a table, it can be a carpet square. If it's raised, it does make it a little easier for the dog. Sometimes you can just make your own box out of a sheet of plywood and some 2x4s. It's totally okay too. Good. Dwayne, good. Now, first thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to release him so that he knows that I control his ability to move early on in the exercise. Good boy, Dwayne. Yes, okay. Now I got to remember that okay is his release and yes is the release of my dogs. Janet trained Dwayne with the okay, and if you're training your dogs with your partner, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, make sure you communicate clearly what the words are. Now you don't have to agree on it, but you have to make sure that you use the same one for the dog they're training, right? Dwayne, down. One command, good, wait, or just whatever you're gonna say. Now for the first time, I'm gonna go kind of out of sight here. He can't see me. I'm going to peek back around and I'm going to say, that's a good boy. I'm going to come back to him. Now he's got his elbow up, down. I really want to be precise in that. In other words, I don't want him even raising one elbow up. Good boy. Now you'll see later with Goofy, Goofy really just settles into this where Dwayne is having a hard time. He hasn't practiced this yet. He has never done an out of sight stay. It's always in sight. Out of sight takes it to a new level. There's another level of trust and respect and communication you need to have with your dog. Wait. I'm going to go away, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. I'm going to let him see me, and I'm going to disappear again. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back to my dog. And what I'm actually going to do with him is I'm going to tell him, wait. And I'm going to try to pull him off. Good, wait. Now this is a little extra piece here. Good, wait. To make him go, you told me to wait there. Even if you're trying to pull me off, I'm not going to get off the target, which is what I want. Good boy. I'm going to go around again. I'm going to pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back. Now this time I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to come up to him and I'm just going to walk away. And now if he follows, I can see the reflection here in the window. And I'm going to use tools like this, like a reflection in a window, to get to watch him, to see if he breaks, because he doesn't think I'm watching right now. And even when I turn around here, I can peek around the corner. And there intentionally, I didn't say anything for those 5 seconds, because if he hears my voice, that is in itself a reward or a reinforcer of what I want, right? If he hears my voice, he knows, okay, he's still there. But for him, with the exception of smell, he can't hear me and he can't see me. And when I come back, I'm going to do the same thing here, and this is a really big piece that I taught all my dogs to understand that if I say down, it means down. Even if I try to drag him off here, good. I'm going to give him a reinforcer here. Good boy, good. And I'm going to just walk away. So what is he thinking in his mind right now? He's thinking, he told me to lie down. He comes up, he tries to pull me off, but he's using his brain enough to know I have to stay there. Now that's a long time for him to have been there. When I get back to him this time, I'm going to do 2 things. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to praise him and say, good, down, good, stay. That's a very, very Very, very good boy. And then I'm going to release him by saying, okay. And I'm going to give him a reward now. Now, the reason I don't give him treats on the object is because I've already taught him a place command. If you haven't seen the place command video, please watch that first. This is an intermediate to advanced level technique for your dog to learn. It's not that easy, but if the dog understands the place command, you're going to see him jump to this position and want to stay in that position. It's real simple. Keep it super short. This is a short part of this lesson. The rest of the lesson is available in my member section. But for this part of the lesson that gives you all the basics to start with, to teach your dog what you want to do without entering in too many distractions. Keep it short, end it on a happy note. If the dog gets up on this platform, he's there, he knows this is a good place to be. You've already taught him the beginning aspects. With him, I will not teach him to stay off of a platform. I'll do that with Goofy. You'll see that in the second part of this video. But here, he stays, there's no distractions, there's no toys, there's no other dogs, and there's no putting him on the grass where I would maybe confuse him where he can start to creep. If the dog starts to creep, the dog starts to fail. I hope you like this lesson. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you can be updated on all my videos that I update, and check out my member section in the link down below. Take care.